Welcome back. Retail Therapy. My name's Will. Barrett, how are we today?
We're doing all right. If you're listening on the day that this drops, we've got bad news for you. Puka Nacua not playing for the Los Angeles Rams this weekend. So, yeah. He's a swag guy.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I don't. You know I don't know ball, dude.
You don't know? Yeah. I know. But
I'm in zero fantasy leagues.
I feel like Puka probably
I don't sports bet.
I feel like Puka might listen to this podcast, so I just wanted to give him a little shout out. Hope his ankle / knee / leg injury / shoulder, whatever it is, hope it heals right up.
Are you in a fantasy league that's like with all your longtime boys?
Yeah.
Is it the glue that holds you guys together?
It is. Yeah, and I don't know if it's actually I feel like it's lost its adhesive.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, there's all sorts of chatter in like the group chat right now about like taking all of the funds and like putting them on some dumb bet or something to like to try to rejuvenate the camaraderie and the stickiness.
Yeah, you guys, and then if you lose, you can all trauma bond together.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I think we're at a tough point right now. Like everybody's got like young kids and it's hard to get the live draft together, Somehow Dave's fantasy league still manages to do this every single year.
They've got pretty good buy-in.
Oh,
they have decent buy-in.
Don't get me started about that.
Okay.
You mean the live draft that they went on a whole trip for to go do, and then they just didn't do the draft?
No, I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, the draft is the excuse, right? You're going to for a bros weekend. It's a guys hang.
Yeah. That never materialized for me in my 20s. Like we never started it that way, never did it, and so it never became a thing. And then I moved down here and I was like, why all these guys have guys trips like late August?
The thing about it is like, and they need to figure out a fix for this, because male friendship, right? It's struggling out there. What do you guys say?
It's dying. Male friendship is dying.
It's an epidemic or something.
It's in a huge decline.
Yeah, it's in decline. Well, part of the problem is the ideal week and weekend for these live drafts is basically the week that kids go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be ditching your family the weekend before your kids go back to school, right?
Facts.
I don't know. My dad.
I think they fixed this in the North by they don't go back to school until after Labor Day.
We never went back to school before Labor Day.
Like that's a Texas thing,
it doesn't make sense to me why Texas would go back earlier. Thing. I mean, I guess getting the kids out of the sun or something.
I think it's a weather thing. It's weather related.
We went back like second week of August.
Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, it's always been like third week of August.
No, we were after Labor Day,
Texas. But yeah, so I'm hoping that as kids start growing up and requiring less, full scale attention, that maybe we'll be able to jump back into getting together once a year. But yeah, that I was about to segue this into something else, and now I've lost it. Now I can't. It was just in my head, and now it's gone. I'll think of it.
Puka necklaces.
Puka shell necklaces. That was it. Yeah.
I have come up with a new strategy for trying to implement a necklace into my wardrobe.
Oh, wait, you have a new strategy?
Yeah.
I remembered what it was, so hold on. Let me hold on to that. Okay, now go ahead.
I'm too gun shy to like just get a necklace.
Okay.
So
but you're eyeballing something?
No. Well, maybe.
Okay.
I kind of decided that like if I really want to test drive a necklace and see if I like having it around the neck, see if the kids are going to rip at it, see how it goes.
Yeah.
That I just have them make me one.
Okay.
And I buy the beads.
Right.
And then I'm like, no, my son made this. Why are you? I don't want to show up to Kelly's Irish Pub and someone's like, hey, dude, cool new necklace. Cool necklace, like,
yeah.
Yeah, well, my son made it for me.
Yeah.
No one can trash talk it anymore.
Whenever I see guys, especially like girl dads, and they have like some cool like little like beaded thing and it's got like their name on it, but it's kind of like Taylor Swift-y friendship bracelet. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, my daughter made it. I'm like, you think that shit's cool.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah.
And I will too.
For sure.
The other thing that I was going to say is I think just like trips and like, and everybody having families now got me thinking about this. So a new person at work was like unfamiliar with my hair game and how it's changed over the years.
Okay.
And so somebody else was telling her that it's like I had, full platinum blonde, and then that went into frosted tips. And before that, I had really long hair. And I was going back through in photos and showing them all this. And yeah, man, like everybody knows that millennials went into the pandemic young and came out of it old. But the pictures, that's the proof in the pudding. Like it's devastating to go back into my camera roll and look at photos from 2019 and even 2020. I'm just like, man, look at this strapping young lad.
No, I have the total opposite experience.
Yeah, you Peloton.
As someone who lost 30 pounds during lockdown, I hate looking at photos pre-pandemic. My life started in 2020.
Well,
there's a reason that the DeFries family decided to retake our wedding photos after the pandemic was over.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of hair and necklaces and all, Barry, you're giving like 2000s heartthrob right now.
Oh yeah, my chain's hanging out my tee.
You kind of are. Like you look like Heath Ledger would have been boys with you in 10 Things I Hate About You.
I mean, I'm not fully doing that on purpose, Randy, but that is sort of one of the prevailing looks right now. And I even think I saw a GQ headline from this week that was like, why you should be dressing like a 90s heartthrob.
No, if you want some real fall drip right now, Freaks and Geeks on Hulu.
Yeah.
They have some jackets in that show that are just, it makes you gasp when it gets on the screen.
I'm like, this guy should be in like a Supernatural or Vampire Diaries or something right now.
Dude,
he's got the sauce.
Yeah.
Like you could talk to the girls in the craft and they're not going to be mean to you.
Yeah, well, I think we're about to pull up some of the girls that were in the craft because I think they were at the Turnstile concert.
It's fine by me.
That you guys went to. Yeah, so I've been needing to go through all of my fall button-ups, like all my flannels and my plaid shirts, because there's I got to get rid of some. There's stuff I'm not wearing. It's just sitting there. But I've got like no free time to do that at the moment. And so what I've been doing this week with our cool mornings is I've just been like been like wearing a flannel like over a t-shirt one by one. But that's added to my 90s era drip, is I've just been doing a lot of flannels over tees this week. Going through and like, oh yeah, I like this one. I'm wearing it. Like that means it's a keep.
I'm kind of doing a similar thing right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the same position as you. I haven't found the time to go through my full closet.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5 hour process.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we don't get that type of break anymore.
But I'm having a problem. My wife decided that as a family, we were going to stop using bounce sheets in the name of the environment.
Yeah.
And in the name of the integrity of our clothes. And I'm having the issue right now where all of my fall clothes that I'm pulling out of the closet have the most static they've ever had in my entire life.
Okay.
So I've been pulling them out one by one, wearing them until I get annoyed with the static. And then I have been just washing them and then drying them with a bounce sheet, as I'm a bounce sheet person, and I feel bad about that.
Nice.
I don't really feel that bad about it.
I was going to say, Bear and I have talked about this before.
I think Big Dryer Ball has you guys by the nards. I don't believe that dryer balls do anything.
I have not used a fabric softening or anti-static sheet in years. You don't need that shit.
No, dude, these things don't work.
I don't know how to. I'm telling you right now. I'm not pulling out my clothes on the daily and being like, so much static. Like,
and why don't mine work? Did they just lose their?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like,
I have 6 in there. Sometimes.
You've got like negative ion energy or something.
I have 6 of them in there, just like doing it.
Do you have negative ion energy?
Maybe I do, but it seems ridiculous to me that people think that these work at the scale they do. They don't.
Look, I'm a bounce sheet guy. I just know that these exist, and Barrett has said they work. I can't personally say they work, but I just know that's an option.
They are far better dog toys than they are.
And they will become dog toys. Yeah, you will inevitably like bring one in with a load that you pull out and it doesn't stay in the dryer, and then you set the hamper down, and then your dog gets it. Yeah, that happens. But I just pulled up the first link, which is from Branch Basics, but you can get a pack of 6 of these for $11 on Amazon. That's where I've been going for.
I don't know. I might go with the bougie Branch Basics ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you really
I know that the Amazon ones stink.
Yeah. If you really want to make sure they work, maybe you need to pay $19 for 3.
Yeah.
I will say this. I use a fragrance-free detergent and no sheet in the dryer.
Okay.
And the one thing that that takes getting used to, and now with like all the baby stuff going through, you do not get the, like, we have been trained over the course of our lives to like think something is clean because of the smell, because of a specific like fragrance. And so when your detergent doesn't smell and there's nothing in the dryer leaving a smell, you smell stuff that comes out and you're like, is this clean? It doesn't smell clean.
I know. We do the same thing.
And that's like a weird piece that like you kind of have to get used to.
Specifically why I use Gain, because it smells so much better than any other detergent. I don't know if it cleans better, but it smells amazing.
Dryer balls, dude. Racket. Racket.
I can't believe Sally's not a dryer ball person.
She is.
She is.
Exclusively.
Oh, okay.
Exclusively.
So you have these. I
have 6 of them, Barrett, and they are in every load of my laundry.
and they're just not working.
And I'm a static king over here.
Okay. All right.
Have you been watching Love is Blind?
No, okay. but there's a lot of, I know there's a lot of content out there about Love is Blind right now. So much so that my wife like sent me a couple of IG reels and was like, I think we need to be watching Love is Blind.
It's the first season I'm going to watch to completion since like season 2 or something. Okay. Every other season I might watch like 0 episodes, 1 to 3 episodes just to watch the pods, and then I always skip out. And this season I've been addicted, but I said something that got my wheels turning.
Did this is a new season? It like just recently came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they're still releasing new episodes, if I'm not mistaken, or they just released the final one.
There's one of my favorite. Like,
these guys need style help. They need to start listening to Retail Therapy.
Comedy creators on social is this couple. The girl's name is
Kat Stickler,
Taylor Grayson. No, we'll get to that. You know who I'm talking about? I think you'll recognize.
Who is it? I was doing a Kat Stickler bit.
Taylor Grayson. This girl.
Okay. She looks familiar.
And this is her fiance who's in all the videos as well. But they're doing comedy. They've been doing Love is Blind bits.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get in here.
Which is so now I feel like they're making me feel like I'm missing out. So
I might just force oysters, clams, and cockles to do a reality.
Maybe I'll fire it up. I cannot get Ross to watch. Ross is not a reality TV guy.
I respect that about him.
Just will not watch it.
I respect that.
Yeah. Finds no enjoyment in it.
I'm not proud of my reality TV intake, but it's significant.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I'm on Challenge. I'm on Love is Blind.
I'm
on Great British Baking Show.
Traitors' new season can't get here soon enough.
Ugh. Get that season out. I'm already seeing reels of people promoting it and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Like new cast members?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Colton? Isn't Colton on it?
Colton from Colton Gay Bachelor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Colton.
Sick.
All right, let's talk about our friends over at Aura Frames real quick. We just got a big old box of Aura Frames into the studio. And I have to say, everybody is buzzing. It's about to be gift giving season. Might give a gift to your mom, dad, grandparent.
Hey, now.
Anybody. Make it an Aura Frame. We love the Aura Frame. Pretty much weekly, I open that Aura Frame app. I go through my camera roll. I upload photos to my Aura Frame. I upload photos to my parents' Aura Frame up in Michigan. And everybody's happy, especially my parents. They absolutely love seeing the updates. These things are amazing. They've got unlimited storage. You can even put videos on them so you can get a little visual in your periphery while you're watching some TV or something.
Can I ask you an Aura Frame question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go exclusively like important people, or do you go cool photos you've taken from cool places as well?
I do both for my own personal.
Okay.
I like to include some film on there.
Sure.
It pairs the photos very well.
Right.
And for my parents, I just go absolutely kid heavy unless there's a really good photo.
I finally got tapped into our Aura Frame to where I can add photos.
It's easy, right?
And I've just been like throwing on like vacation pics.
Yeah.
And it's not all of them feature people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's been a little debate in my household over whether these pics belong on the Aura Frame. So you're going to have to get one and decide for yourself.
Well, and people are so coded these days to take photos up and down.
Right.
That when you hit it with that horizontal photo, it looks different on that frame.
Yeah.
Go get you an Aura Frame. See why it's the #1 digital frame by Wirecutter, The Strategist, and Wired. I'll be honest, those are 3 sites that I frequent a lot when I'm shopping to make sure I trust them. But right now, you can save on the perfect gift that keeps on giving by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $20 off their best-selling Carver Mat frame with code AURA20. That's AURA Frames, promo code AURA20. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. Where do you want to begin?
Oh, let's see. Let's pull up the list this week. Oh, well, let's hit the drops. There was a big one. Sold
Oh,
out.
there was a
one.
big one. It sold out?
Oh, within mere minutes, my friend.
I didn't try to cop, unfortunately. But of course, we're talking about Pubes by Skims.
Yeah. Now,
you know,
I texted you before we had mentioned this or put it on the rundown, and I said, "Did you see the Skims blanks?" I used a word. Were you familiar with this word?
I heard it. I don't totally know what the purpose of them is.
Randy,
Was the word merkin?
Merkin.
I only know
Yes.
it because Dave references merkins a lot. For some reason, he finds them funny.
I referred to these instantly as the Skims Merkins.
But what is a merkin?
A merkin is quite literally just like fake hair on a pubic region.
Eyelash extensions for your
it's
crotch?
fake pubes
Is
that
it
you
like
put on your
like a toupee?
yeah, basically.
But this isn't like a thing that people do now, right? Was this more in vogue in like the 80s?
We gotta let AI handle this one.
Okay.
A merkin is a pubic wig typically made from false hair worn to cover the pubic area.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, Google AI. Purpose. Merkins have been historically used to cover the pubic area, sometimes to conceal unsavory things,
Okay.
or as a fashion accessory.
Okay.
And now they are used in erotic contexts by performers or as a humorous or high fashion item. So I guess right there on that last one, that's where we're going with the Skims faux hair micro string thong. Like, are you supposed to wear this outside of your clothes? Like on top?
Yeah,
of,
I don't know the use for this.
Yeah.
What colorway are you going with?
Oh, right here. This is the ginger clay. Got to be.
Oh, wow.
Got to
Yeah.
be the ginger clay.
They kind of snapped here.
I didn't know they had straight. I only thought they were,
You thought they were just
curly.
all curly?
Yeah.
No, Randy, man. They got it all. Look how many options they got. Okay. These all sold out, as I mentioned.
Okay.
You have to think that this was more stunt than anything.
Yeah. Get a buzz going. I mean, I think that the nipple bra, which was the other, release that she did, that was for the lads.
There was the nipple bra and the nipple piercing bra.
Yes.
Both of which the lads, I think, are unanimously in a big.
I can't. I mean, there are obvious reasons as to why I think those are. I'm like, oh, actually, okay,
yeah,
okay. But like this doesn't serve as a male gaze of a purpose as the nipple bra does.
That's correct. This is not for. This one is not for the lads. Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I feel like it's a bit more than anything. I feel like this is more in line with the face wrap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like where you almost just have this like to
Can you even get a face wrap right now?
To collect it? But I'd love to hear from anybody that was able to score one of these things. Please let us know how you intend on using it. Unless, of course, you'd rather not tell us about your erotic context, in which case you're welcome to keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to force you to.
But like, you think some ladies are just going to be wearing these as their typical undies out to the bar on a Saturday night?
I hope not.
Maybe, I guess. Like I don't.
Like just maybe it's a treat for their significant other later that night. Little role play.
Is it going to be like a popular it girl thing to like have like a flash photography photo of you sitting on the top of a booth at like a nice restaurant and you're flashing this thing and you're like, wow, it's actually it's not real.
Yeah.
I can put this on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
You'd probably still get it taken down.
Yeah.
You got to be careful out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I made one mushrooms reference in a story and I didn't even make the reference on Sunday Scaries.
Okay.
Someone else made the reference and I reposted them. It was pretty innocent.
Yeah.
Immediate strike.
Really?
It's like, what?
You're not allowed to talk about mushrooms?
No, that's the thing. Like people talk about it all the time.
On the gram?
And like I reposted a comment that someone made and it was a strike. The strike has since been removed, but I did think that was interesting. I'm not copying.
There's probably some guys that cop though, little fetish type action.
Yeah, I'm still not wearing my Skims men's underwear.
No, they're just sitting in the drawer. I thought you were supposed to give them to Randy.
Yeah.
You said you didn't want them at one point. You said you established another favorite underwear, so you didn't want them any longer.
Maybe that's true. I have some more information on Merkins.
Oh, drop the deets, Randy. What are your favorite underwear?
So,
and also about the Merkins.
Right now, I really enjoy the Hanes not briefs, they're trunks, ultimate soft ones, because especially with like the short shorts, I need trunks. I don't like compression underwear, but those are the softest ones I can find, and they're pretty good size.
Okay.
And then Duluth box. I'm a boxer guy, but Duluth is pretty good. So anyways, Merkins, I guess they were first popularized in the 15th century, the 1450s, by among prostitutes to hide, of course, what you were alluding to.
Yes.
So I guess that's where they first came out, and then they become modern use as
I'm now putting together the pieces.
Yeah, to hide some.
We can say it. We're adults.
So yeah,
they were hiding STDs.
And lice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a sign.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Apparently it's a sign of like healthiness too. They have re-entered high fashion, with designers using them to make a statement about authenticity and body hair. So, like I said, so high fashion, all that. I did recently see like an ad I was on YouTube, and there was a girl wearing underwear. I think it was like for, I don't know what it was for. I think it was like Dove or something like that. And there was definitely just pubic hair sticking out. I'm like, what? Are we doing this nowadays?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Hey,
body hair authenticity, Randy. That's what we're all about.
We just need to get it to the point where men are allowed to shave their armpits.
I'm surprised that there wasn't
Trying to plow that forward. I'm tired of this armpit hair.
Were they allowed to?
Yeah.
Just get that laser hair removed, man.
Dude, armpit hair is just so pointless.
Yeah.
If you want to have it, like, good for you. But me personally, I wish I didn't. I just wish I didn't grow any.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I had alopecia just right there.
Surprised that there's no landing strip options here.
Yeah. That's next. Got to keep people guessing.
I think that would have taken this from like one for the girls and pushed it into one for the boys.
That's a good call, though. I am kind of surprised.
Yeah.
You'd think. What are they going to release a men's version?
Yeah, well, yeah, guys need Merkins too. That are just like a hole in the. Friend of the pod, Clayton from Sprezza.
Mm-hmm.
He posted a reel recently that hit my page. I think it was a promotional one for some website where you can like see other people's inventory or whatever. Okay. I haven't looked into the site. Don't know how legit or accurate it is, but one of the things that he pulled was like Skims, a gray tank that Skims had moved like 56,000 units of over the last couple of months. It's hard to wrap my head around that many units.
Yeah.
Like that is just an insane number of garments to be selling one single SKU.
Yeah.
One single item. My point is, I don't know how many of these they made. They probably could sell a lot. The larger just ad here is that Skims is extremely popular and is moving through an incredible amount of product.
She stays winning.
Yeah.
Despite the haters.
Yeah.
She will. That's why she doesn't know how much a carton of milk costs. She's just winning all the time.
You can't admit that. You can't admit that.
What could a banana cost? $10? There was another drop.
This morning, even.
That you've got listed here.
I do. I want some quick thoughts on this.
We're talking, of course, about Aime Leon Dore and their Porsche collaboration. The latest entry into a long-running pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, this is my least favorite stuff they do.
It's just pretty unbuyable. And I think the price point of it is outrageous.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's outrageous. Like I think it is probably high quality and everything, but like it's really $1,200 for this is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So I'm not opposed to car merch, automobile merch, especially if you're just like a big fan.
Well, you never wear your Sydney Sweeney Ford collab.
Yeah, I know that stuff's sitting on ice right now.
New with tags.
I'm a Volvo guy.
Okay.
And my wife is a Volvo girl.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 Volvos. I love Volvo. I pretty committed to Big V there. And I'd be lying to you if I said I hadn't perused eBay and Depop looking for maybe like a little like vintage Volvo number.
Volvo's got the sauce though too, as a brand.
It's kind of like dorky cool in a way. But I'm curious. You've had a good experience with your Audi over the last several years. Is that something like would you wear Audi merch?
With Audi, yeah, like they have like team merch and stuff. And like I would entertain it.
Yeah.
Like if it was cool, I'd be like, you know what, maybe.
But don't you think for me, the barrier to entry is like, I feel like you have to have a legitimate connection to the car brand. I don't think you can personally, I'm just not going to wear Porsche stuff because I happen to like Porsches.
Yeah, I agree. I generally agree.
It gets especially weird, I think, with very, very, very high end.
Yeah.
Like sports cars.
You can't wear like Bentley stuff.
Bentley,
Rolls
Ferrari,
Royce.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
It's like you come down a step and it's like, if it's trucks and car, like the Range Rover stuff, like I get it. It's almost like that can be like a hobby almost.
Well, if I was like rich as fuck and I had a vintage Porsche sitting in my garage and I wanted to go take a Sunday drive and wasn't going to see anybody, like maybe I am putting on my $1,200 Aime Leon Dore Porsche jacket.
But see, now you just laid out that scenario and now that sounds cringe too.
I know.
So
yeah, like
this stuff doesn't really track for me. This particular collection that they put out this week also just looks incredibly like F1 heavy. Like it looks like racing gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which if you're going to get F1 merch, like that's crazy expensive at the races.
Yeah.
It's wild how much a hat costs in an F1 race or a shirt, whatever.
Shouts to J-Bone.
Shouts to J-Bone.
Formula Bone.
He's here this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to knock anybody that's all about the Porsche gear, but
if I had a Porsche, maybe I'd get a tote and it stays in the car.
I think this is the most approachable item if you are just a Porsche fan.
And it was the first one that I saw that was sold out. And I think that if you don't own one, you can own this shirt.
Yeah.
I almost think it's like that. That's cool. Like it's not like that doesn't look like you're trying to say you own one and
Correct.
You got this jacket with your Porsche.
This
that
is
you bought.
the least Joey Tribbiani standing outside on the curb.
Yeah.
With the Ferrari merch or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can wear this. I think you can wear this. If they made this in a kid's shirt, like I might get that for my.
We haven't. If you're not watching, it's a t-shirt. It's a white tee, and it's got like little graphics of a bunch of the classic models on it in like a, in a little stack. So it's way less badgy and brandy, and it doesn't look like it came from a dealership. So,
yeah. It's a tough thing to balance. Do we want to talk Turnstile?
I would love to talk.
That's with a Y. That's spelled with a Y. I just spelled it with a Y in my verbal. Turnstile.
Yeah. Like what's the style of turning?
Yeah, I did something no one's doing. I skipped going to the Victoria's Secret fashion show in order to go to a Turnstile concert. That's not really the reason I didn't go, but that if you looked at my calendar, you'd be confused.
Yeah. Okay.
Tuesday night, me and noted Circling Back host David Ruff stepped out to, I think, a band that was #1 on Dave's Spotify Wrapped, maybe not last year, but the year before. Turnstile in Austin, Texas. I'd never been to the Moody Amphitheater before. Have you ever been to a show there?
I have been. I saw Bleachers there.
I loved it.
I like that venue. So I just recently saw Joe, DJO, at ACL Live, which for me is by far the best venue in the city. If I could only see shows there, I would be very happy. I like the amphitheater too. It's a good outdoor venue. It's much better than Stubbs.
Much better.
And I'm happy to go to shows there as well.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But the difference, the thing that's awesome about ACL Live is that you feel close to the band.
Yeah.
And if you are not like first 10 rows at the amphitheater, you're pretty far away.
I know not everyone is willing to travel for concerts.
Yeah.
But if you are listening and you are willing to like go make a weekend out of one concert and spend a weekend somewhere, and your favorite band is going to Moody Theater, downtown Austin, just go do it.
Yeah.
It is such a great experience.
Which is different than the Moody Center. That's the big basketball arena. So that's
correct. There's Moody Center.
Yeah.
That is the large basketball arena. Then near that is the Moody Amphitheater.
Correct.
The outdoor
venue. Yes.
Then downtown you have the one where they do the PBS tapings.
That's right.
And things like that.
That's
and
the
that
Moody-
is the
That's the Moody Theater. Yeah.
And so one of the first things that Dave and I noticed when we were walking in was just the amount of old band tees that we were seeing.
Okay.
Like Misfits, The Descendants, like, and these seemed to be genuine old t-shirts. Like it excited me.
Okay.
I was also very taken by how much actual band merch there was there and how many people had shirts that clearly have been through several mosh pits. If you're not familiar with Turnstile, they are a hardcore band who have really started rising to fame over the last few years and have really created a quite positive atmosphere for the fan base. And it's very inclusive. It's cool. It's cool to go to the show. It was a very communal show. I'd only seen them once before opening for Blink-182, which was obviously a different experience, but they have.
So they opened for Blink at said Moody Center?
Correct.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And this was the first time I'd gone to one of their shows that was just them. And it was very cool. Another band that we've talked about on here, High Vis, opened for them on the European legs of their tour.
Yeah.
Which would have been a very good show for me to go to, just based on my listening habits over the last couple of years. And yeah, it was cool. I mean, the entire concert, they had people going around with cameras, putting people on the screen. People were, pointing to their shirts. People had their custom merchandise and things like that. Somebody actually had a Turnstile shirt that just had a picture of Timothee Chalamet on it. I was like, I need to talk to this person.
Okay.
It's a good crossover. You brought it up to me that there's a trend going with them.
There is, yeah.
I like this. I didn't know that. I haven't looked at this yet because I wanted to live react on the show.
Okay, so there's a trend happening on social media where fans of the band Turnstile, mostly women it would seem, are posting their before and after photos.
Okay.
So they're doing a little fit pic or a little fit check going into the concert. They're all kind of like they've got their, they put that shit on.
Good put together. Yeah.
And then they're doing the same check after the concert, after they have been moshing in the pit for 90 minutes. And there are some pretty fun results here that I've got pulled up.
We might get dinged.
Hi, this is us before Turnstile. This is us after Turnstile.
So everybody, they're sweaty, messy. Everybody's makeup is all crazy. So my obvious question for you, Will and Dave, is: did you get into the pit?
We did not get into the pit. We were pit adjacent, but being 38. Also, one of my friends in Austin, maybe not the last time Turnstile was in town, but it was a couple Turnstile shows ago. Right before having his first child, he broke his leg in a Turnstile mosh pit. And so, as someone who almost broke
his leg,
yeah, I don't think it was like a malicious act or anything.
Okay.
I think it was simply like a misstep.
Was this like a hairline fracture, or did
I'm not sure.
Crack a tibia?
But can you imagine? Just imagine the scenario, Barrett, where your wife's due date and it's imminent, and you have to go return, and you have to make the phone call. That's, hey babe, on my way to the hospital.
Yeah,
something happened. And so I avoided it at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to relive the moment where I almost broke my wrist a week after having a child.
Yeah.
And so did not go in. If you looked at a picture of Dave and I before and after the show, we would have looked the exact same.
So no real energy spent. Did you jump? Did you put your hands up in the air?
I was an active participant in the concert.
Yeah.
I try to be active as especially when they ask, if people are clapping.
What was Dave's vibe? Was he like in his bag, or did he wear his did he wear a crazy costume for the show?
No crazy costume. We went pretty straightforward, jeans and t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah. Would go back. They owned a lot of real estate in my head the day after the show, which isn't always the case. Like sometimes after a concert, I don't want to listen to the band very often. This was one where I was like, I want to go back and listen to a lot of this.
Yeah.
A lot of this. Yeah.
How did they mix in there? Like, did they do like because they've kind of had some crossover stuff recently,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
For their live
real
shows,
hardcore fans are gonna.
So for their live shows, do they stick to like the pretty true hardcore stuff?
They kind of, I think it's almost an energy conserving move where they have certain parts of the show where they'll do like this drawn out organ. Like they open the show with that. And that isn't a song and everything. But I do think that part of it is to conserve a little energy. And like between the final song and the encore, they leave the stage and they almost leave like a song playing. So it's almost like a DJ party. And then they come back out and do it, which I enjoyed that. I've heard a couple bands lately kind of leave something going during the break and then just come back for the encore without just like pretending to leave the stage. Yeah. And I appreciate that actually. Everyone was kind of still just dancing and bobbing their heads. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. The old band tees, the amount of Misfits t-shirts, it was like, oh man, I haven't seen one of those since high school.
Speaking of band tees, so when I was thinking about this when I was at the Joe concert last weekend. Thinking about how, like, when did I start getting into live music? When did I learn to like going to live music? And I think really, like, when I started really getting into it was like towards the tail end of college, when you're kind of like starting to move on from only going out to the bars till 2 a.m., start, doing other things. And that's like, they also say that your musical taste basically stops evolving after you're like 25 or 26. So almost everybody's favorite albums, like all-time favorite albums, are from their mid-20s.
I bought just today. I bought my all-time favorite album on vinyl for their 20th anniversary edition, like box set,
which is
Block Party's Silent Alarm.
Yeah,
they hit me when I was like, I guess 18.
Yeah.
And I listened to it all through my early 20s. And when I saw 20th anniversary today, it defeated me a little bit. But also I was like, no, this is something I will buy. Like if there's one album that I will simp for, it's this one.
So like I really started going to concerts during like the indie rock heyday, which some of my very favorite albums of all time come from. Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix by Phoenix, is the first one that comes to mind. So it was that late 2000s, early 2010s when I was really starting to go to like a lot of concerts. And I decided then that I was going to buy, like, if I went to a show and loved the show and loved the band, I was going to get a band tee. And especially if it had the tour dates on the back.
Yeah.
So I have this little collection, and then I stopped doing that. And I really like Joe. I think they're great. I thought about getting a t-shirt. He's got cool merch, Chicago guy. Like,
speaking of which, just going out with him and Sabrina Carpenter.
I was the man on the ground for that one.
Dumois Barrett.
Yeah. The line for the merch was insane. We were there like 20 minutes before the opening act even came on. I mean, like, it looked like it was going to be an hour-long line.
It's brutal.
Hundreds of people in line for the merch.
I don't like waiting anymore. I try to get at any Dead show I go to, I try to get a pin. Pins are always sold out by the time I get there, and I always end up just getting one on eBay.
Yeah.
But I like having something that commemorates it, and they are custom to like that day. I don't know. Sometimes they just put up the merch on their website after the tour's over, and you can get it like on sale, and I'll just like do that.
The problem is, like I said, a lot of times when bands do that, the merch that they release online does not have the tour dates.
See, I'm lucky. I went and got a Vampire Weekend shirt on like their last night of their tour.
Yeah.
And it had the tour dates on it.
Yeah.
And then I went online and it was a different shirt. And I was like, I'm glad I got the one that I got.
Yeah. So I think where I was going with that is that I have a large collection, or a sort of large collection, of band tees from late 2000s, early 2010s. And there's some great shirts in there. The problem is that as it goes with vintage t-shirts, if you've ever shopped for one, they tend to shrink over time. So a lot of these, they don't fit my ass anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I can never really buy a vintage t-shirt from a tour that I didn't go to. That's just something I put on myself. Like when I went to Kenny Chesney, he had all these cool tour shirts. I'm like, but I didn't go to that tour. I don't.
It's like why I started the collection is because I have the same reaction. I wanted to end up with like a bunch of vintage band tees from tours that I actually went to. You know what I mean?
You gotta start sizing up.
So I wish I'd bought larges and all those goddamn Toltecs and Gildan cotton tees.
Which is, I'm in a weird situation because I bought a Blink tour shirt from ACL, but their dates for ACL weren't on there. It was just like the same year, but it was the tour show. I'm like, I was there.
That counts, Randy. Yeah. You're good. You're good. You get ball knower points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own way too many band tees. It's bad. That's probably the number one thing I need to go through, and it's the last thing I'm going to actually sacrifice anything from.
I mean, they're great to hang on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've ended up giving several that don't fit to my wife. They look cool on your partner if they're smaller than you.
Oh yeah, Sally has taken several of my dead ones and just commandeered them.
Pass them down to the kids at some point. You know, that's a good way to do it. I would do that. You know, I feel like that's you get grandfathered into that tour basically.
Oh yeah, I've bought
fathered into it rather.
Sally has asked me why I've bought something before. I'm like, because it's going to look sick on my son when he's 18.
Oh yeah, I have some.
When he goes to college, this shirt is going to hit.
I have some like very vintage, just Chicago sports stuff from my dad. I'm like, this is like real stuff. It's very cool.
Yeah. Should we talk Masterclass real quick?
Of course.
Y'all know about Masterclass. We've partnered with Masterclass over the years. And it's a service, everything that I am pretty into. It's easy to feel lost today. I feel lost all the time. We're not a big company. We run lean here. One thing that always helps, though, is an amazing mentor. You know, Barrett, I was in a mentorship program as a young child.
Okay.
With an artist. And I look back on that and think that my parents were very good to do that with me. It was a very fun experience, and I learned a lot, and I think it altered the path of my life in a way. It showed me that being creative is a cool thing and a thing that you can do full time and stuff like that. Right now, what if I told you you could change your life for the better? You could sign up for Masterclass and have your own mentor right at your fingertips. With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. They got plans starting at $10 a month. It's billed annually, and you can get unlimited access to over 200 plus classes taught by the world's best business leaders, writers, chefs, and more. With Masterclass, you can get thousands of bite-sized lessons across 13 categories that can fit even into the busiest of schedules. Previously, I've talked about it before. I've done Anna Wintour, learned about the style industry, about managing large teams, about just everything. If you don't want to hear information from her, then I don't know who you want. I mean, she's the most retail therapy coded person we could have on here right now.
We mentioned F1. I've got Lewis Hamilton pulled up here. He teaches a winning mindset.
See, I trust Lewis.
You have to.
I trust Lewis.
We've been mentioning music. How about Questlove teaching music curation and vinyl DJing?
Yeah, he could do some music theory.
Yeah.
He could do some music theory. I did the Massimo Bottura one. I don't ever think I'm going to become an amazing chef, but I think seeing certain techniques or getting inspiration from just watching people do it is very valuable. So I end up watching a lot of that stuff. And who's better than Massimo Bottura? I enjoyed it so much that I almost tried to book a reservation at his restaurant when we were over in Italy. Wish I would have. Either way, classes can really make a difference. 3 in 4 surveyed members feel inspired every time they watch a masterclass. Plus, new membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Right now, our listeners can get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/retailtherapy, which is all one word. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/retailtherapy. Again, masterclass.com/retailtherapy. Where should we go to next?
Well, you've got something here that's probably pretty quick, and I think you're going to have to explain this one to me.
You don't think he's giving? Harry Styles caught photographed. It looks like he's leaving a workout. I think he's leaning into the baggy workout pants. Kind of vibe.
Right, leggings are dead.
And it says Harry out and about in NYC, October 15th, and then this was quote tweeted. Can you go to the quote tweet, please?
Of course, yes.
It says, there's something different about him. I sense it. Could it be? And I went into the responses because I was like, wait, are they trying to say he's pregnant right now? And I went into the responses and people are like, yeah, he's pregnant.
That pregnancy glow.
He's got a pregnancy glow about him right now. I mean, here's the thing. I could see a pregnant woman wearing this outfit in the cold of NYC fall.
Is that the joke that he's just like that anytime a woman is wearing like a big giant coat,
he's wearing maternity pants
and baggy pants, so they're like, oh, pregnancy rumors.
See, I initially saw this tweet and didn't even read anything and just thought Harry's got that shit on.
Yeah.
Harry's got that shit on. I do think he might be leaving a workout though. Got a gym bag, potentially some baggy workout pants.
He always looks great. He's got some of the best street style.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And it's recreatable.
Yes.
At a level that you don't have to go spend like a ton of money.
That's right.
I guarantee you can recreate most of his outfits for a very reasonable price. And I like that about him.
Yeah.
I regret not going to his tour when he was in Austin.
I did go to that one.
I had a ticket and I gave it away.
That going to that one, I spent all my money on that tour. It's pretty much why I didn't go to Eras. It's because I had already,
I did a good husband move, and I said
I had already dropped cash on my guy Harry.
I told Sally that I knew she would have more fun if she was with one of her girlfriends and not me. So I think she did. I don't think he's actually pregnant though. I don't think Zoe Saldana's capable of that. Or no, he's Zoe Kravitz. I'm sorry, Zoe Kravitz. I'm a fan of both. That's Zoe Kravitz she's cool.
She's very cool.
Which means that Harry Styles isn't just well dressed. He also has to be cool.
No, yeah. I think he had already kind of entered that like we know Harry is like a cool guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He elevated, well above One Direction boy bandom into just being like a bona fide superstar. Great performer, really good music, and now just certified cool guy.
He needs to look at the career progression of Justin Timberlake and see where he needs to zig when Justin might have zagged.
Well, don't be a piece of shit. That would be number one, I think.
Don't ruin the world tour.
Exactly. Yeah, and don't ruin the world tour. Obviously,
I don't think it did. I don't think it ended up ruining the world tour. I think that happened.
Well, he had Lyme disease. That's kind of what ruined the world tour.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Forgot about his Lyme disease.
When people were complaining that he was like phoning it in, that he announced that he had Lyme disease.
Yeah,
yeah. So
if people don't know, that'll make you think that they're phoning it in.
Celeb couples, Zoe and Harry. Should we take a 60 seconds for burgeoning couple, noted TikTok celeb Cat Stickler, and one of your favorite musicians, John Mayer?
What's going on here? There's a lot of chatter. I don't know where this chatter's coming from.
Well, she went on 2 dates with him in public places, and it was reported upon.
Why is it being reported that he's pursuing her harder than she's pursuing him? That he's texting her at any given moment, etc., like that?
I hadn't heard those reports. I
think she's funny. I think she's a good-looking person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about her other than what I've learned online through her social accounts over the years.
Here it is. John Mayer is reportedly dating a recognizable momfluencer who he sought out and pursued.
I hope John's happy.
Yeah.
I hope she's happy. I know she can rub some people the wrong way. I think she's too smiley for some people, maybe. But like, I don't know. I don't really care if he's dating someone. I want him to be happy. I feel like he's like, what, 46 years old? Something like that?
Yeah, 46, 47.
Let's get him.
She's 30.
A life partner.
Let's see. If he's 46, producer Randy, can you tell us how old John Mayer is before I lock in, before I crunch the numbers?
His birthday was yesterday,
48.
Thursday.
48.
He's 48.
Yeah.
Turned 48 yesterday.
Okay. So she's right under his window, but I feel like if you're a celebrity, you get a slightly expanded window.
30? She's younger than me. She's about to turn 31 though.
Okay, so boom, there it is. Then she's right in the wheelhouse. Half your age plus 7.
Halloween, baby.
Yeah. So 24 plus, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 31.
Yeah,
boom, she's right there.
Yeah.
So that,
Except for those like 15 days when she's 30 and he's yeah.
Well, they won't make it official until she's 31.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently he likes funny women.
Okay.
And she's very funny. When this news originally broke, I had the same reaction as many people did, including some people in this office and lots of people in Instagram comments, that she had very recently, like as recently as like a couple of weeks ago, been posting about a boyfriend that she seemed very into.
Okay. I wasn't following her during this
She
period.
had not this guy was face never seen. You'd only get like an arm or like a chest or anything like that. But he was in videos. His body was making appearances. So
we don't think it was Mayer.
No, definitely not. Mayer's got very recognizable arms, as it would turn out.
This guy's having a
So that, yeah.
This guy's having a tough one.
That was the initial reaction for a lot of people. And it sounds like they broke up within the last few weeks, and she moved on rather quickly. You know, when John Mayer comes calling, I guess you got to answer.
He's the Hillary Duff of men. Every woman loves him.
Yeah, every woman of a certain age, like, just, you know, has it in the bag for John Mayer.
I mean, yeah, he came to prominence when we were in high school, the same time that all the guys were falling in love with Hillary Duff.
Yeah,
I think all the girls I was friends with were falling in love with John Mayer.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just hope he doesn't need a merkin.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about all this.
Yeah.
She's an algorithm darling. It loves putting her on my Discover feed.
Absolutely.
Like the algo loves her.
She is churning out content.
Yeah.
She's posting multiple reels a day.
And honestly doing numbers.
Yeah.
Like she does numbers. She does numbers.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know what this all reminds me of? It's kind of like back in 2010, 2011, you know, when guys like McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, movie stars, decided to do True Detective season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the floodgates kind of opened. And all of a sudden, like, this thing that was totally like a faux pas, like movie actors did not step down into the TV waters. That was a downgrade,
mm-hmm.
right? They do film, they do cinema. And then all of a sudden it's like everybody from Kate Winslet to George Clooney, you know, who, like, everybody was doing TV.
Mayor of Easttown, dude.
Right. So all TV got a big upgrade because all actors, including major Hollywood stars, were willing to do it. I think we're getting in the same place with influencers. Influencers are now becoming acceptable, like, members of the celebrity dating pool.
Influencer, they're also just getting nods to be in, like, actual
TV shows,
award-winning TV shows
and commercials. They're all over commercials. Yeah. So
I mean, if you look at not like a lot of the cast, but like if you look at Hacks, for example, like they have numerous people that would have been considered influencers at one point in their life who are now in acting roles.
Okay. Like who?
Jake Shane.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to look at the actual roster of that show.
Okay. All right.
Cast, as some people say.
I know there's some shows just made of influencers. I think do decently. They're not just like, you know, garbage.
I do think that there is like a casting thing in Hollywood right now where they want to cast people that have large followings.
100%.
And that might be an issue.
100%. Yeah. That's a big deal.
But it's weird. Like now we're seeing Leo on podcasts.
Yes. Yeah, I think Leo is he seems like the only, even Meryl fucking Streep is on Only Murders in the Building. Like,
mm-hmm.
I think Leo is the last holdout. I think he's the only actor in the world that will not do TV.
What was he on back in the day? Was he on?
Growing Pains?
I don't think, was it Growing Pains? I don't think it was.
He is doing.
That was my first thought, though.
He is going to do that Chicago Murder thing with Scorsese, but that's like a mini series. So I don't know how much you consider that TV compared to whatever.
He's doing a mini series with Scorsese.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
that would be interesting.
For some reason, I didn't think it was.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Leo's going to do TV too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to stop at Growing Pains, it's not the worst place to stop.
Anyway, John Mayer, big star. I don't know if he's like, you know, he's obviously dated many women. So like, this is not quite like a Bradley Cooper or Leonardo DiCaprio dating an influencer. But I feel like it's opening the door for that type of stuff. So,
yeah,
I mean, Timmy C with Kylie, like I'm putting it in this bucket.
I mean,
10 years ago, that would have been
Kim's the original,
completely frowned upon.
Well, speaking of Timmy C,
the industry.
Are you talking about the White Boy of the Year?
I'm talking about
White
Boy of the Year,
as dubbed by Will's favorite NBA player, Anthony Edwards. Absolutely love the guy, and he shows that he knows ball here. He did on a podcast or live stream or something. Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves named Timothee Chalamet his White Boy of the Year. And Timothy responded and said, "You can get lost in the sauce, but without sauce, you are lost." That being said, I promise to cherish this award and to do good inspiring generations of white boys to come out to be entirely delusional about their identity and their place within the world. Prayers emoji, horse emoji.
Tiny horse, Timothee Chalamet.
Where do you think like Anthony Edwards decided? What was the moment for him?
It had to have been watching Timothy go on his legendary Knicks playoff full custom Chrome Hearts run.
But do you think there's any way that I think he got on the short list for the award during his college game day?
Okay. Yeah.
Performance.
Yeah.
Based on when Anthony Edwards decided, or like when he gave the award, that would put that in the last year.
Right.
And so I think that's really when he made a name for Anthony Edwards. And then, I think the Knicks run, I think was too generational to
and then
ignore.
you have to think he was living in Ant-Man's head. And then Ant-Man one day just like fired up Wonka.
I was like, yeah.
And was like, okay, yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
I get it.
I get it.
I get it. I mean, Randy, what did you hear about Marty Supreme the other day? Was that you?
So when he accepted the award, of course, he zoomed in from Budapest when they like gave Timmy C the award, and he was talking about his projects and stuff. And he
Which
said,
award?
White Boy of the Year.
Oh.
Like it was like a stream, and they were like giving out the awards.
Yeah, they got him.
They got him on the stream.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, okay.
I think I might be able to send you what the actual the video of it. But yeah, and he was just talking about like greatness and stuff. And he said Marty Supreme, the thing that he's working on, is the best project that he's worked on. So he's like Timmy is really excited for this movie.
Oscar my man up. Put it in the bathroom floor.
I think he's the front runner for the Oscar this year.
Give me a best actor.
Yeah.
Timmy C.
And Barrett, he said that while he was in Budapest working on Dune 3. So for him to say that about Marty while he's like currently filming Dune 3, I think it's a big big get for him. But yeah, so The Devil in the White City is the miniseries that's supposed to be with Scorsese and DiCaprio.
I didn't realize that was was supposed to be a miniseries.
Yeah.
I thought that was a movie.
I think it's going to be a miniseries.
That's his little pat on the head for television. I'll do a miniseries.
Yeah,
with Scorsese.
That's surprising to me. I thought he's like the one dude. I mean, there are a few guys that won't do superheroes, but he's just always like stayed above the fray. He's always stayed to those classic, like old Hollywood institutional quote unquote rules. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Last
update I saw that is January though, so I haven't found anything since. But
where do you want to go next? Well, you want to go cocktail corner?
Sure,
let's do it.
This should be quick. Got two cocktails to talk about today. I haven't done a little cocktail corner in a minute. The first one is called the Guinness Beericano.
Okay.
Someone sent this to me. I don't know if they're a listener or just someone that follows me on Instagram, but they said bring back the cocktail reviews on the retail pod feed.
Yeah.
This one might get a little nod from me. I'm drinking Guinness.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Like the only place I'm willing to have beers right now is Kelly's Irish Pub. But this is, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if I need a Guinness cocktail. I think that might be one of those things where I just need to have just a Guinness. I don't need to mess with it.
I'll tell you what, the description here kind of sold me, just part and parcel. I'm ready to give this thing a whirl. See if I can zoom in here. Yeah. This one tastes like an adult root beer float with a leather jacket and a record collection. It's poetry.
I'd try that.
Yeah. It's
Are we doing too
the
much,
recipe
though?
here is 1 1/4 ounce Amaro Maletti, 1 1/4 ounce Oloroso sherry, 4 to 5 ounces of Guinness beer, garnish with an orange peel. Yeah, I'm giving this a shot. I'd try this.
Have you tried Turbo Guinness yet? I know that was we were supposed to last year.
No, I haven't. I haven't been in a situation where it's come to mind for me.
Is that coffee?
It's
in
shot
Guinness?
of
espresso and a Guinness.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do I even need to try it? Like, I know it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, those two things sound like they were kind of meant for each other.
Yeah,
in a
like
way.
I see no scenario where that tastes bad.
The only thing is, I guess, like, is that's like a that's the performative male version of a Red Bull vodka, I guess.
It was the way to replace the espresso martini.
Yeah.
In a more
That is a gripe that I have with just espresso martinis. Is I because it kind of gives Guinness in cocktail form. Like I always do want a little more. I don't know. I'd probably try. I would try this. I'm not going to like get stoked on them.
Do we know this? The caption talks about the original Beericano. Do we know what that is? What's the OG Beericano?
Let's see. I'll find it. The Beericano, or Beer Americano, is a laid-back spin on the classic Americano, swapping out soda water for a light, frothy lager.
Oh, okay.
Would drink.
Yeah.
I would do that.
The only thing about this one, I'm either going to need to go to somebody's house that has just like an incredible selection of random ass liqueurs and spirits, or I'm going to need a bar to make this for me, because I'm not going to go spend $60 at Total Wine buying Amaro Maletti and Oloroso Sherry that I'll use once.
Yeah, that's something you're dumping out 3 or 4 years later after using it like hardly at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the hardest part with home bars at this point. Is the niche things that you sometimes. I mean, we're lucky to be in Austin. If you like, when I was living in Northern Michigan, if I wanted to make a cocktail that had one of those ingredients, it wasn't guaranteed I could just go get it somewhere.
Right.
Very annoying. Well, speaking of root beer floats, how about a red wine float? This is something that is interesting. People are adding ice cream to their red wine.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I'm willing to try. I'll take a bite.
It's like a wine affogato.
But like, I need this to be a gift from the restaurant. I don't want to spend money on this. It's just not what I'm into. Go through this slideshow on Instagram. This is from The Word magazine. It just doesn't look appealing to me at all.
No.
I almost feel like the consistency of the red wine is what's fucking with me. I feel like if it was like a Lambrusco that had bubbles in it, it would like make it more frothy and appealing to me. But this is not it for me. Yeah, apparently search histories are going up for this.
I'm gonna pass on this one.
Randy, you like a sweet treat.
I'm not a big wine guy. That's the thing. But this does have my attention. I famously did get banana cream rum and peanut butter whiskey to make some drinks in the future, some milkshakes and some hot chocolate. So
wow. Okay.
We'll see. This has my attention.
No.
Yeah, this right here, it does remind me of wine and Coke. What is that, like a Cali Moxto?
Yeah,
maybe?
Or something. I don't know. I said, yeah, I don't know. I would try that though. I've heard good things. I've heard good enough things that if I walked into someone's house and they were pouring that up, I'd say, all right, I'll do it. Let's do it. Maybe I'll do it tonight.
Red wine and ice cream, or red wine and Coca-Cola?
No, I'm not going to tarnish my ice cream with red wine.
See, this lady here has that soft serve. Does she just have soft serve at her home?
Got to be out. No, I don't trust this.
Cali Mocho. Excuse me.
Calimocho.
That's the pronunciation. Cali Mocho. At least according to Google AI.
Stop using Google AI.
That's just what comes up now.
Apparently, it's not even
when you Google something.
good.
It's AI overview. It's all they want to give you now. Cali Mocho. Now you know.
Next time I have the ingredients, I'll give a little whirl. Do we know the proportions for those?
I had it up, but I just X'd out.
Okay.
So,
do you want to get to the topic we didn't get to next week, and now we're just doing it at the end of this episode?
Yeah. We can. Okay. I'm more interested in the second half of this conversation at this point.
Okay.
The first thing that I had on my list for last week that we didn't have time for last week was just a question for you. Did your algorithm serve you more Paris Fashion Week and more cool people and celebrities at Paris Fashion Week than you remember in recent memory this year?
Yes.
Okay. That's the feeling that I got. It felt like everybody was in Paris for Fashion Week this year. Here's just a slideshow of I can't even remember what this one was for, but Rosalia, Kendall Jenner, Role Model was at a party. All the Jenners were there. Elordi was there.
Yeah, I feel like invites are rampant.
The what now?
Like just invites to things in Paris are quite rampant.
Oh, the Miu Miu show was crazy. This was
they've got everybody.
Nina Dobrev, Lori Harvey, Laura Harrier, Baz Luhrmann and Anna Wintour, Alexa Chung, Joey King, Mila Jovovich, Emma Watson, John V. Kapoor, Eve Hewson. And it just like this is just a couple of examples. I just feel like I saw this all over the place where like all the, kind of all the celebs and all the people that you're used to seeing walking the streets of New York and LA or
I think it's a similar thing to what you were talking about earlier with, dating and TV versus movies and things like that. Like, I also think that there's a lot of influencer types who are getting nods to these parties and getting brand deals with like Miu Miu and Chanel and stuff. They're doing brand deals with people who are classic influencers, and it's no longer like the sexiest movie star or whatever. I mean, and so I think it's just more widespread. And I also think that like I don't know.
Yeah, this is the W and Cartier party, but Elordi and Charlie XCX, like, that there was just Tiana Taylor,
your man, role model. I got shit for the Instagram post we put up on retail therapy. Got a text from my wife that said, "You finally used Sally when the wine runs out" for an Instagram post, and it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I never add music to reels or posts. Or no, I add them to reels, not posts.
Did you add it to that post?
I did.
Oh, and you put the role model song?
Yeah.
Oh, I completely missed that.
I did it for Hillary.
Oh, you had to.
Duh.
Well, I'm pretty
Sorry,
sure.
No, I did it for my wife.
I already liked that photo, but I want to like it twice now. Okay, that was my question for last week. It just felt like Paris Fashion Week was quote unquote back. That's kind of a segue into just talking about some shoe trends out there. We talked a little bit of men's and women's shoe trends on both of our episode with Ethan from Every Other Thursday, and then we covered a bunch of those trends on the fall fashion episode for both men and women. We included a lot of sneaker talk, but a lot of shoe talk as well. And Vogue put out this article, Vogue Business, "Is the reign of the fashion sneaker over?" The article is a little bit, what's the right word here? It's kind of, I can't think of, I'm having a brain fart here. They ask the question, is the reign of the fashion sneaker over? And then they go on to talk about all the various ways that sneakers are still on trend.
Okay.
With like the low profile and the Dri sneaker and the Miu Miu and all that type of stuff.
Misleading.
Yeah, maybe, or just kind of, I'm trying to think of a word that's like not paradoxical. That's not the right one, but something like that, where like,
it's like hypocritical a little bit.
Yeah.
Says one thing.
I'm trying, and I have dad brain right now. It's not happening.
Yeah. There's one specific word that I want, and it's just not coming to me. My point is, they talk a lot about how sneakers are kind of dying as the shoe of choice, especially for women. And I think both can be true. I think that we can, all have a bunch of low profile sneakers that we're seeing and that we love. And at the same time, like the kind of the North Star of shoes for women right now can be boots, mules, and loafers centric. And the only kind of ad that I have to this now is I ran by Nordstrom to pick something up the other day, and I walked to the top floor, and all of the women's mannequins are all styled in loafers right now. So I definitely think that we are, that's been trending for years now, but just kind of curious what our female listeners are kind of gravitating towards, because that definitely seems like, I feel like if you're looking for a fall shoe at the moment, it's probably not a sneaker, and maybe it was last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And I like boots, tall boots, knee-high boots. Like that's kind of always there too. It's fall, it's colder weather. But I feel like your daily drivers right now might be some type of loafer instead of a Samba, for example.
I feel like, I don't know. I agree with you. The behavior of my wife does not mesh with this, though, which is throwing me for a loop. She's been sending me more sneakers lately.
Yeah.
That I'm like, are you like on sneaker blogs? Like I don't look at that stuff anymore. So, it's not for me.
Yeah. And
if you look at my shop cart, which I didn't know was a thing until I didn't know if you added something on a website that had shop and then you just left it.
It's boom. It's right there.
That is predatory. They need to stop doing this. Because I looked in the other day and I was like, why do I have 7 things in my cart? And I was like, why do I have 4 pairs of loafers in my cart right now?
Yeah.
But like, I really want to get a pair of nice loafers for the winter. Like, I don't know. I'm tired of wearing the same sneakers every day. I don't really feel like buying a new pair of sneakers that I'm just going to like wear as a mail-in pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have any loafers that are casual enough to wear every day outside of my green suede Noah ones that are getting dirtier and dirtier by the day.
Yeah.
I want something. I need something brown and approachable, classic, maybe a little shiny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sneakers.
I'm leaning more and more towards some type of, like the row, they even call it, I think it's the soft loafer.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing. Like I've got a pair of black loafers that I bought a couple years ago or a year and a half ago. I actually bought them for like my rehearsal dinner. They're our legacy. They're great. They're very cool. They're so damn uncomfortable that they're hard to like choose. And that's a big thing for me with leather shoes outside of boots, but like a lace up or a derby or a loafer. I just generally find them uncomfortable.
I get it.
So
I get it.
It's one of the reasons why I've always gravitated harder towards sneakers.
They're harder to wear in.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
But some of these soft boys, that might be the thing that sucks me in.
I haven't tried any. Have you?
No.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I just haven't done any in-person shopping as of late.
Yeah. So I don't know what Sally's been sending you, but like I loved that Jacquemus Nike Moon shoe, and that apparently did absolute numbers and is trending super hard.
That was sent to me.
Yeah. That's a dope shoe.
It is.
It's a very good version of like this like low profile track shoe that everybody's doing.
It's sold out before she could even.
Oh, I mean, it was
about it.
Yeah.
I told her it was going to.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it just wasn't like. It's funny when something isn't like it was so approachable, so wearable. That's kind of when you know how something is going to like crush. It's like the Bodhi Astro Grabber, which lives in that same space. It's like when they did the white and the black, boom, instant sellout. When they did the bright green Kermit leather, not as much of a hit. Last shoe related thing. This one will be a little bit more for the guys, but are we doing Timbs? Are we doing classic 6-inch Timberlands?
This
season, Will?
I think people might be.
I actually think that I could see you in a pair of Timbs. And
I'm actually not opposed. I've never worn them. I've never tried on a pair. I've never had a pair. I'm not averse to a winter boot.
You just got that. Everybody knows this about you. You've just got that blue collar,
me,
Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, me. People look at my hands all the time and they're like, "Damn, what do you build?"
But so I'm seeing more and more Timbs this year. This is the Stussy lookbook for their winter collection, which might actually be dropping
imminent
in just a minute here. And it looks like if it's not a collaboration, then they're styling with.
Should we do a live coverage of the Stussy drop
with the classic?
All right,
classic ones here. This is a influencer guy that I follow who's been wearing a lot of Timbs. He was living in Austin for a while and now is out New York way. And then obviously the first one I pulled was Larry from Throwing Fits, and I've noticed him wearing them a lot recently as well.
I don't think I could wear a classic pair of Timbs. I think it would have to be like a styled up, different kind of. But like the actual color and shape is not something that I'm totally opposed to.
Yeah. I think that Tim's sort of tried to come back a few years ago. There was so let's see, I guess it was maybe a year ago that Louis Vuitton did the collaboration with Timberlands and did release a monogrammed version of the classic 6-inch. And before that, there were I just feel positive that there were a couple other versions that sort of made waves 2, 3, 4 years ago. The problem was that I don't think that pants had gotten baggy enough yet to accommodate the classic Timberlands, because you need a pretty if you throw it back to late 90s, early 2000s, like when all the rappers were wearing them, and I think they've stayed popular in those type of New York circles for the last 35 years, but the denim that that those guys were wearing was absolutely massive. You know
I mean, if you watch the I Need a Girl Part 2 video, it's a voluminous trouser.
Very, very voluminous. Ross and I are doing the Wire rewatch 2002. Like everybody's wearing like Sean John and Rockaware and Fat Farm and all that. And it's just like, getting a lot of those massive denim jeans. But
yeah, I'm looking at Loon right now, sea walking. And like,
dude, hell yes.
It's like,
hell yes.
they're like, they're resting at, like, they're baggy, but they're like resting atop the Timbs.
Correct. So
I spent
does he have a couple of
I'm sorry, Genuine, not Loon.
Does he have a couple of cuffs in those jeans, to keep them a little higher?
You know, the resolution's pretty low on what I'm looking at since it was a long time ago.
They need to remaster all those videos, man, and re-release them in HD. But that's what I was thinking about. Is just like, okay, maybe I think Tim's might actually be very ripe for a comeback now that like our baseline for pants is pretty baggy. Like you're kind of like your kind of classic straight fit is going to fit over at Timberland in 2025. So I feel like they're,
maybe it's
they're ready.
The conditions are right.
Yeah, the conditions are right. Exactly. But
no, I kind of like it.
Yeah,
I kind of like it. Yep, Stussy just dropped seconds ago.
What do we got? Do we have a Timbo collab?
I mean, we got a $325 puffer. Like these are the prices that people need to be seeing on this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
man, that micro ripstop down jacket. This is tight, Barrett. It's tight.
I really liked the look of the lookbook from Instagram slides for their holiday drop. Yeah.
No, I'm liking this overall. I'm probably not buying anything.
You're not going to get these leather gloves?
I need my driving gloves
with the big Stussy logo on the.
I need my driving gloves for my Porsche.
That's right. I am not seeing a Timbo collab, but could be coming.
They did one before.
Well, they did,
didn't they?
They did an Our Legacy collab that is a brown lace-up boot that is based on a Timberland. Like it looks like a Timberland.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like they did something in 2023.
Okay. Yeah. You might be right.
But it's like more. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. This is kind of what I was saying. Like, I could buy. I would maybe entertain getting something like this.
Okay.
Zoom in, Randy. Yeah, because it just has like a little like I don't know. I don't feel like I'd be appropriating construction culture as much.
Yeah,
and I don't really want to be considered someone that does that.
Yeah, you don't want to be Will Stolen Valor.
Exactly. Which I'm doing right now with my fatigue pants.
That's okay. I think those get a pass.
Yeah, the Stussy drop's good. It gets my endorsement.
Here.
They're not doing too much. Should we do some wish list items?
Let's do wish list.
Well, do you want to discuss GQ's most recent Instagram that went up 36 minutes ago?
What does it say?
Meet with nut maxers obsessed with shooting bigger loads. Think I'm good.
Oh man, this has been a hornier episode than usual.
Well,
yeah.
Well, when you put us in our cage and don't let us get fall fits off because it's still 94 degrees outside, we're going to start to get a little feral.
Yeah, the energy is going to have to be expended elsewhere. That's exactly right.
It's driving me crazy. I got the Drake's jacket in. I sent you a video with my dog barking in the background incessantly at me.
Yeah. It kind of added to the vibes though, Little Springer Spaniel in the background just yapping it up.
Did she need to go play fetch? Yes. But did I need to know if the jacket fit immediately? Yes.
Yeah, no, it was a good fit.
It's a moment where
I'm looking forward to you getting fits off.
It feels so good to make an exchange and think, wow, I crushed that exchange. Thank God.
That is a nice feeling. Yeah.
Let's do some wish list items. I don't actually want my wish list item from this year. It's more of a bookmark.
Okay.
Last week I had a little segment about wax jackets. I feel like we had a conversation last year about wax jackets just leaning so fratty that it might be tough to pull off.
The burnerverse was burning very strongly.
And all these college guys were buying Barbers.
It was all, Barber, Peter Millar.
Yes. And
Vineyard Vines.
It kind of made me gun shy toward my wax jacket last year.
Yeah.
But I think the capital F fashion people are bulldozing this, and we're getting more and more and more looks at these.
Yeah. Yes. Our buddy Eric will be encouraged to hear that you've added this to your wish list. We're probably gonna send him over the edge here on acquiring one of these. What's happened is that like last year it was kind of burnerverse centric, and then like the prep revival has hit so strong in 2025.
Yeah,
that it's been accepted into the fashion conversation as well.
Yeah, they're everywhere,
and they're everywhere. And like like the Noah versions were so cool last year because they weren't actually the classic waxed canvas. But now that's back to what we're seeing. It's and yes, everybody does have this is Paul Smith, right? And obviously we've talked about Noah's collaborations. Todd Snyder has a version. So yeah, there are Barbara is slutting it up, and again, speaking of conditions being right, this is the fall where I think this is really going to hit if you're wearing, things like soft loafers and rugbies.
I need to re-wax my jacket. I need to. That's the thing. I can't justify ever buying another one because I think it's the point of them is to make them weathered and take care of them and make it your own.
Yeah.
But I do think this one's really cool. I've you just mentioned Noah. They've done it before with a kind of patchwork, waxed leather.
Right.
And this is actually a version that I think I might like a little bit more. It's just pretty cool. $750 ain't nothing though. But these jackets are expensive. So
very pricey. Is this one? Let's see. This one is wax canvas, right?
Yeah,
they're
I
not
think
like
so.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do your own wax canvas. Like you can look it up, and they have guides to do it online. It's actually very easy. It just is time consuming because you can't rush it, and you have to go a little slower.
Damn, this one's crazy.
I know. There's a lot going on. It's really, really cool.
It might be a little too like I don't know. It's like reminding me of like the Ringling Brothers tent in a way.
It's like two piecemeal together.
Yeah. The stripes are so blocky.
I like the colors though.
The colors are
very me palette.
Yeah. I'm liking it on her more than him.
I think so. I'm not sending this to anybody that texts me all the time. She'll want it.
But okay, yeah, I'm here for it. I've been doing a little bit of eBay hunting, and I mentioned how I was maybe on the search for a little vintage Volvo hat. Haven't come up with anything I liked yet, but what I have zeroed in on is these are all over eBay. They're very inexpensive, but I would really like a piece of merch from SNL 50 from last year. And these hats, I don't know where they were given out, but they were SNL 50 promotional hats. They are inexpensive on eBay. And I just got a bunch of them bookmarked. And as soon as I see one for under $20, I'm probably just going to grab one. Because speaking of, vintage things that we want in our repertoire, in our wardrobes, I feel like I need a little piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
We're two of the last remaining SNL guys on the planet, I think. The first 2 episodes of the season have been mid, I would say.
That is correct.
Maybe things will get turned around with my noted dear friend who I was just 7 inches away from this past weekend, Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, can we talk about this briefly?
Yeah.
So you put it on your story. I put it on Retail Therapy story.
Yeah.
And you submitted that you saw Sabrina Carpenter at the Joe Show.
I did.
Walking backstage, and you submitted it to Dumois.
I did.
So when you submit to Dumois, did they interact? I mean, did they interact with you? Did they ask clarifying questions to get legitimacy? Did they? I think I've sent a tip to Dumois before, but it was not nearly as good of one. Yeah.
And I can't remember if I DM'd or if I went to her little like you have like for your anonymous confessions.
Yeah.
She's got a platform like that as well.
It's a good way to do it.
But I got home from the concert. And my wife was like, you should submit that to Dumois. So I just typed her a little DM. And the next day, I had a scene and a thanks, babe, ! From Dumois. So she must have somebody helping filter DMs. Yeah. But I imagine that the interns look through every one of them and pass along ones that seem legit and that can be corroborated. So on that post that Dumois put where my DM was the second slide, somebody else had sent.
So I was wondering if you had sent the video.
No, I did not send the video. And I'm actually surprised that you can't see me in the video because I'm literally standing against the wall
on the other side.
On the other side of where that video is coming from.
It'd be funny to if you're in the background just fumbling your phone trying to get it out.
It happened so fast that I didn't even have there was no way I could have gotten my phone out quick enough.
Yeah.
To even try.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Definitely the closest I've ever been to like a mega celeb.
No.
Yeah.
What about Chris Rock?
Yeah. Okay.
We could have reached out and touched him.
That's true.
While he ate his French fries and wrote in his journal.
And wrote jokes down in his little journal. Damn,
He's pretty mega. He's pretty mega.
Yeah. That was a cool one. That was a cool signing. Finelli, right? Finelli.
It was.
Yeah. So that's how. I think if you are acknowledged, you get a thanks, babe, from her.
Okay.
That's her normal response.
Thanks, X, lowercase.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a cool sighting.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
she
a good
is,
one.
and I can confirm that she is tiny.
Yeah.
Very, very
I don't
small.
think you had to confirm that. I think
no,
that was
but
accepted.
I'm confirming it. I'm confirming it. Yeah. People were wondering.
Do you think she's 4'11" or 5 feet?
I think she's 4'11".
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We've talked about that, Randy, right?
I think when she goes to the doctor and they put her up against the wall and they bring the little thing down on
She
top.
might be so short they do the lay down one,
on
like
top
the
of her.
babies.
Yeah, you
Make her take her shoes off for supreme accuracy.
that's a joke that I wouldn't have gotten 5 months ago.
Oh,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I did my first ever solo dad doctor's appointment the other day. Usually it's both of us.
Okay.
Didn't go well. A lot of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were any shots administered?
That's why the crying occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel so bad for him.
You can't do anything
It's
about
tough. Yeah. Yeah.
it. Can't do anything.
Little baby's getting it in like one in each thigh. Yeah,
Just getting it, dude.
Yeah, I just feel bad.
I looked at my older Fritz and I said, you have to be brave. Like you have no choice but to be brave here. It
Mhm.
doesn't hurt that bad. You're going to be fine. I need you to be brave. And he looked at me, he goes, all right. Then it happened and he cried for about 2 seconds and then was like,
Great.
being brave. And I was like, okay, this is actually like, I'm proud of you right now,
Yeah.
little dude.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I left that appointment with, I probably should have changed shirts. I had a new t-shirt on and I left that appointment with a lot of snot and tears on the shoulder of it. So it's my retail therapy tip of the day. Wear a burner shirt to the doctor's appointment out there.
Smart.
Yep. If anyone has any links to any vintage Tigers hats on eBay that are sick, please hit me up. I really want like a Tom Selleck Detroit Tigers normal hat.
Yeah.
I don't like wearing classic baseball hats. And I don't want just like a generic 40. I think 47 brand makes a really good hat, but I kind of want to find something cooler.
Right.
I think the market's just too hot for them, man. I've looked for like years now, and there's just nothing that is that cool.
Well, Lordy wore the vintage one, and he ruined it.
He probably ruined it.
Yeah.
Probably a bunch of dudes in New York that should be wearing Yankees caps
They're
walking around
wearing
Detroit
Tigers.
Tigers
Yeah,
hats.
I would
Yeah.
imagine so.
Plus
Fuck you, Jacob Elordi.
You're saving up all your money for the Ed Hardy Taco Bell collab hat.
I didn't see this.
Have you not seen it?
I didn't see that.
It was part of like the Taco Bell awards things. Barrett, you should maybe pull this up because it is so amazing. And I didn't know Ed Hardy was still doing their thing.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to make a comeback with said 90s and 2000s Y2K resurgence. Oh yeah,
Randy, you got to get.
I know.
You got to get an imminent cop for Randy.
I did.
that thing's sold out, man.
I know. Yeah, no, they're going on resale on eBay for like the cheapest I've seen is 175. I've seen
Wow.
some for more.
Now, you are a notable, what is it called? A Bellfluencer?
I didn't even know. I have the Taco Bell app, and this was part of like their drops where like.
And you're high ranking on the Taco Bell app.
Actually, I would say my rank is. Let me see. My rank is maybe fire tier. I don't know if I've gotten up to Diablo yet.
Okay. Well, were you offered early access? Did you get EA for this?
Did you get EA
drop?
for this?
I did get EA for the caramel apple empanada, but
But not the Ed Hardy hat?
I probably did get early access for this, but I didn't realize it till like a week later. So
Okay. All right. Well, you gotta stay on the ball more, man.
I am. I'm going to try to make sure.
Don't if they do a T-shirt or something, you don't want to miss that.
My current tier is hot, but I'm getting close to being the next one, which is probably fire.
Okay.
So don't worry.
All right. Well, a couple more cops and you'll be there. So
yeah.
That's all I got, Will.
That's all I got, buddy. Should we get out of here?
See you next week.
Bye.